how's everybody doing today? So this idea that I wanted to talk about today is it's kind of a little bit different than the title, and the title is about capital spending. Most of my career, I've spent some time teaching somebody how to do something through doing a lot of training in body shops and for iCar and at an OEM. Um, I've noticed a trend. And what that trend is everybody's screaming on the rooftops, I need training, I need training. But what I found through going into shops and training on different levels, I'm going to give you all this information, and what are you actually going to do with it after I leave, right? So the idea is when we buy equipment, what do we do with that equipment, okay? So I work at an equipment company. Often when I talk to a customer, one of their questions is, how am I going to pay for this thing that I bought? Why am I going to buy it? So those of you out there that own or work at a body shop, why do you buy equipment? Why do you make the decision? Anybody want to tell me? Return on investment, right? What are the other reasons? Throughput, make more money, right? Quality repairs. There's a lot of reasons why we would, maybe you're going to enter an OEM program that has a specific requirement, something like that. So there's all different reasons why you would decide that you wanted to buy a piece of equipment, or you wanted to upgrade an old piece of equipment to a new one. Maybe there's a new version out there. But we're in the collision business, and what we're actually doing is we're selling a product, and what that product is properly repaired vehicles, right? When we put them back on the road, they're going to be safe, they're going to last. We're not going to have, being involved in a court case that we repaired a car incorrectly. So you want to be a master of product. So what that means is I'm buying equipment that I'm going to use it to repair the vehicle in the right way. I'm going to deliver the best product back to my customer. That's why you really should be in the business to repair cars while you're in the collision businesses. I want to fix cars right. Okay, so we have this whole idea, though. Everybody, when they buy equipment, they want training. My company, when we come in and you purchase a piece of equipment from us, and that's pretty much the same from any equipment vendor, we come in and we train you how to use it, right? But there's this whole issue between training and implementation, which is what my idea today is that I'm going to come in, I'm going to give you all this information, but when I leave, you're going to have to put that information to use, right? You're going to actually have to get that tool out and use it on a regular basis to get good at using it, and then you'll probably like it. If you shove it in the corner and you don't use it, it's going to take a really long time to pay for it. You're not going to like it. Chances are when you actually do get it out, maybe, if you don't use it for a long time, you get it out, you don't know how to use it, maybe you use it improperly and you make a mistake. So implementation is really the key to earning a return on your investment with an equipment purchase. If you buy something and you just shove it in the corner and you don't use it, technicians aren't going to like it. It's going to be a battle every time that it comes out. And more or less, maybe you'll go to another company, you'll buy equipment from someone else. So there's a lot of reasons why. Maybe training is not the key. Maybe implementation is the key here. I'll give you all the information, but you got to take it and put it to work. So how do we know if we've properly implemented a tool? And these three things can also be used to decide if you need to buy a new one, or maybe the one you're looking at is the right purchase. So it really comes down to speed, cost, and quality. Speed, this tool allows my business to be more efficient. It allows me to get cars through the box faster. It allows me to do something today faster than I could do it yesterday. It's a pretty easy concept. Cost, this allows me to produce a quality product while reducing my operating costs. So maybe there's something about that tool that maybe whatever it costs to, maybe I bought a spray booth that is more efficient. Maybe it uses less natural gas. Maybe it uses less labor. Maybe it allows me to get car painted faster or something like that. And then, of course, quality. We make decisions on equipment purchases based on the quality of the product it delivers to us. So this allows me to increase the quality of product I deliver to my customer. So those three things are really, in my mind, the basis behind why you would buy a piece of equipment and how you could measure if you've properly implemented it into your process. If you're not getting those three things out of that piece of equipment you bought, you probably aren't using it to its full potential, right? I mean, if you just take like an electronic measuring system for example, you know, if you can't measure a car faster, if you can't produce a higher quality product, I mean, it's probably you maybe don't know how to use it, or maybe it's not functioning properly. So those three things are really important. And then process. So if we're continuing the example of using an electronic measuring system, this is just one example. The old pitfall behind electronic measuring systems is maybe we don't get it out until the car goes across the frame bench, right? Or maybe we get it out when my technician thinks we should get it out. To me, that's the wrong approach. The process should tell us when to get that piece of equipment out. This specific type of damage comes in the door, this vehicle gets measured, right? It's the same thing with any type of equipment that you have at your body shop. When this type of damage comes in the door, our documented process tells us when to get that equipment out and use it. And when you do those things, a lot of things happen for you. Number one, that equipment is in your employees' hands a lot. What happens when you use the equipment a lot? They get good at using it. They are comfortable, they use it in the right way. And then we go back to that ROI topic. Guess what? If I'm using this tool, hopefully you're charging to use it. You're putting that on an estimate, you're charging the payer to use it. So I'm earning a return on it that much faster. You know, I always use this analogy, like if I was had a food truck. I'm in the business to sell food, right? So I bought that food truck to help me sell food. Well, if you bought a piece of equipment, obviously you bought that piece of equipment to produce a product. You're going to have to use it to pay for it. So really the key to ROI is actually getting good at using that equipment, charging to use it. Pretty simple, right? So that is pretty much all I have for you. Pretty short and sweet presentation, but the whole gist about what I'm saying is everyone wants to scream on the rooftops, I need training, I need training, I need training. Yes, you do need training, but when the person comes and they give you the training, you have to take that information and you have to put it to work for you. And when you do put it to work for you, you're going to be successful with that piece of equipment that you bought, and you're going to be able to generate a return on that investment. Thanks a lot. Very good.